Hello fellow old schoolers and welcome to the finals where we are concluding this huge old school tournament and celebration of the format. In the one corner we have Esben's combo deck here, the Troll Box, coming out of the Long Island crew. And Esben is one of the creative brewers from that posse, and he has come up with this, and we have gone over this a couple of times. I played him and won narrowly in the Swiss with a bit of luck and grit. And yeah, he made it here, deservingly crushing his opposition and made it into the finals here. And I went over the deck in my match against him and also in the semi-finals where he played against a Dead Guy Ale. And so I won't go into too much detail here, but just feast your eyes on this spicy pile of cardboard here with a bunch of tutors like Demonic Tutor Transmute artifacts to get these one-off artifact drops that he can use for going the control route with books and ICs, or to use the Minerals Disc with the Guardian Beasts and Sedge Trolls. And look at that creature package there. In the top row, Sol'Kanar, Shivan Dragons, Tashkilian, Tetravus, and a bunch of Sedge Trolls. He's coming up against a very unique variant of the deck. This is Henrik out of Team Tron, one of the oldest old school clans in Denmark. Yeah, and he's been playing the deck for years. And feast your eyes on this deck. Very, very beautiful pile of cardboard here, and very unique as well. Really tailored to the Danish meta. And Henrik has been playing a bunch of international tournaments and various formats, and is a very skilled and experienced player. And he has been playing the deck for as far as I can remember. So really just one of the powerhouses in the local scene here. And yeah, just shredding other decks because yeah, this deck is geared towards the Danish meta and it won't resemble other versions of the deck. But it can be trusted. I mean, this guy has really just tweaked the heck out of it. I played him in the semi-finals and lost 2-1 in a pretty close match actually. But I went over his deck there, so you can go back and rewatch that if you want more details. And when you have tweaked one deck for so long, it kind of just evolves to become a very personal brew, and yeah, just really going away from the beaten path of the deck. And instead we have Mazes of Ith and a lot of burn, 4 lightning bolts and a fireball as removal and extra aggression, and even 3 Ivory Towers main deck here, mainly to counter Black Wises, I guess, and also burned players. You probably wasn't expecting an opponent like this, but we will see how this version of the deck measures up against Esben's Troll Box. Both are very, very skilled and experienced players, that's for sure. So it's gonna be an epic final, I'm sure of it. Are you pumped? I know I am. Let's get it on. Round 1, Troll Box on the left, the deck on the right. The deck is on the play. Let's see, okay, both players keeping the starting hand, City of Brass out of the deck and a Badlands out of Troll Box here. Dropping lands and then go and a Felverstone out of Troll Box. Okay, Demonic Tutor out of the deck here. And he forgets to take a point of damage here. But we'll keep that in mind. And cut a bit forward while he shuffles through it here. Oh, okay. Passing turn here, no play, it's a Black Lotus, so he's able to counter. No land drop though, so slightly mana starved actually. Another City of Brass out of Troll Box here. And a tutor from him. I guess likely both players will go for the Ancestral Rite, unless the deck has taken a Mind Twist with that Black Lotus, but he lacks the mana. I think he's taking an Ancestral Recall as well, because he wants to draw into additional lands, I think. But we'll see. Yep, that's the Ancestral. Is there a counterspell? Oh, there's the Mana Drain. That's like Yeah, Espen did that a lot in the previous match, getting the mana drain on the Ancestral Recall here. Okay, a Disenchant on the Felva Stone here. So both players taking a bunch of damage from those Cities of Brass. Strip Mine here. Could Strip Mine the Volcanic Island if he feels like it. Yeah, okay, I think he's saying that he has a colorless mana. Yeah, he has a colorless mana from the mana drain, so he gets to cast a troll without using the City of Brass here. Okay, cracking the Black Lotus for recall here. Okay, he had a Mox in hand, but it was off color. No, it wasn't. It was a white Mox actually. Okay, using that to get the Ancestral Recall back. Kind of insisting on it here after getting blocked by that mana drain. Now, what did Espen tutor for? Factory coming down. Coming in with the Sedge Troll. I think he might have a... What's this? Ooh, a Guardian Beast. Excellent. He might have an Ancestral Recall in hand, but fearing to cast it because he knows the deck will likely have counter magic. He hasn't used any counter spells yet. But got in with the troll as well for 3 points of damage here. Okay. Okay, electing to double bolt the Guardian Beast at the end step. And there's a bolt on the Sedge Troll because he was tapped out, so he couldn't regenerate the troll. Oh, really saw an opening here, and the deck just pounced, wrecking all the creatures here. Now that's the first book, but it will cost him life to use that book because of those Cities of Brass. I've kept the deck's life score in the below here. Ooh, cracking the Volcanic Island and copying the book. Okay, Disenchant on the copy artifact. Now only the deck can draw, but it will cost him 2 life for each card drawn. So it's almost like an expensive greed. Ooh, Icy Manipulator. He can use that to tap the other guy's Cities of Brass in his upkeep. To ping him and make it more difficult to use. Oh, but there's the Disenchant. Deck being down to 8 points of life. Ancestral Recall out of Troll Box. He saw an opening, no blue mana. There wasn't a double blue mana from the deck here. So that's how you do it. Chaos Orb out. Now Chaos Orbing the book. Now can he hit? Let's see. Yeah, that's a very secure hit on that book. All the pages are burned from that Chaos Orb. Tapped out almost completely here. Braingeyser for 3 on the deck. Oh, and a bolt to his face. The deck being down to 3. He thinks it's 4 points of life, or they both do. But it's actually 3. There's a Triskelion. He can end the game here if only they realized. Oh, but he forfeits the game here. An attack from that troll, disc, Triskelion will end it. So these guys will sideboard now, and we'll get ready for round number 2. Trollbox took the first one. Pretty damn epic, just overrunning him here. We see where he takes out Reconstruction and some bolts. He's taking out another bolt. I think he's taking 4 bolts out. And a Reconstruction. And the maces. Yeah. Okay. Now taking a couple of bolts back. What does he put in? Taking Solkanar out. It's something else I couldn't quite catch. Okay, it's quite he likely has a maybe pile and and things he knows he'll take in. Transmute artifacts getting taken out as well. Okay, this is pretty damn difficult to follow. We'll cut forward and let these guys go into round number 2. But we saw that Trollbox had taken a lot of his burn and maces out, which makes sense, I suppose. And probably taking in a bunch of artifact destruction. And the deck has perhaps taken in some blast, red blast, blue blast, stuff like that. Circle protection red, perhaps. Ooh, turn 1 library out of the deck here. Ah, but there's a strip mine. What? He does? No, crack it. Oh, so risky. I think he should have taking the library here. The other guys are strip mining, and strip mine the strip mine. Oh, no strip mine though, just a Tundra. But he did get a draw out of it. That's a Mux. It kind of makes me feel that Trollbox must be mana starved. Cracking the library here. Yeah, I think he is. That's why he needed to get that Felvastone out. Look, no land drops. And it's just recall out of the deck here. Such a brutal opening from the deck. Lower and Ancestor recall on the opening hand. There's a Tundra as well, so he can get a double blue out. Imagine if there was an Energy Flux on the Trollbox here, that will just wreck him. No lands, only artifact mana. There's a double blue ready from the deck. But at least the library is gone. Now the deck will usually try to buy time here to get his mana out. There's a book, okay. Out of Trollbox here. Bit of a reversal. Oh, getting countered immediately. So likely isn't a disenchant in the hand of the deck here. Didn't want to have his own tricks used against him here. On City of Brass coming down. And an Underground Sea in hand as well. Okay, there's a 2/2 troll. No swamps to boost it. Still no land drop. That's a Maze of Ith. We need a land. Another. That's a factory out of Trollbox here. Lucky him that he got that Felvastone out. Copying the Felvastone. Okay, so he is actually pretty damn mana secured. Though he doesn't have a single mana producing land except that factory. So Felvastones won't be worth much from the deck at this point. They can't be used. Time walking out of the deck here. Now Trollbox needs to, I think he needs to beat down in this matchup. He needs to finish the game. Oh, mind twisting Trollbox hand. He had a mind twist of his own. Didn't play it yet. Probably kicking himself here. There's the Underground Sea at least. So the Troll has become a 3/3. So it gets mazed. The factory gets in, putting the deck down to 18 points of life. I don't think he's used that City of Brass yet. Attacking again, there's a disenchant on the factory. So now Trollbox is in a bit of a pickle here. No hand, and the Maze of Ith keeps the other guy. And there's the book. Yeah, the pattern reveals itself from the deck here. Okay, but another factory coming in. 2 points of damage. Deck down to 16 points of life here. Demonic Tutor out of Trollbox. Now what can he make happen here? Perhaps just an Ancestral Recall. We know the Mind Twist has been used. There likely isn't a counter spell. Yep, that's the Ancestral. So he got that through. Good for him. Passing the turn. Back to the deck now. Playing a Deadly Bayonet. Ooh, and Time Walking here. Getting to attack one more time, and the Maze of Ith is tapped here. And recalling. I'm getting the most out of it while there aren't any counter magic from the deck. Discarding a Lightning Bolt. What will he bring? Probably the Ancestral Recall right back, or the Mind Twist. He could take the Mind Twist. What to do? Or the Time Walk. I think the Time Walk would be great. Another Time Walk. Now activating and hitting and untapping again. This is just awesome. Getting in again. The deck is down to 5 points of life. Look at that turn out of Trollbox. Double Maze of Ith here though. Just 3 punches in succession here. The deck stumbles around in the ring, trying to rally his troops. Using that book to draw into more answers. Felvastone coming out. He's hanging on by dear life here. Drawing again. But you can't give the deck too much room, breathing room here. He might run away with it still, even though he's that far gone. Disenchant on the book. Is there a counterspell? Drawing into no counterspell. The book is gone. A crucial blow against the deck here, getting his draw engine like this. But there are 3 Mazes of Ith to chew through, and I don't think Trollbox has that much land destruction. And Armageddon would be great. Oh, there's the Abyss though. Getting rid of the Troll. Now only the factory can get through, and it can't get past those Mazes of Ith. So we gotta, if one roots for Trollbox, you gotta hope that he didn't take all his burnout. He needs all the lightning bolts so he can get his little paws on here. Book coming down. Divine Offering on it here though. Draws with it. Is there a counterspell? No counterspell. 6 life for Trollbox. Now bolting the deck. Putting the deck down to 2 points of life. So there are still bolts there. Oh, and then balancing his entire hand away. That is incredibly strong. So measuring up with lands here. Just blow upon blow raining down on the deck here. Poor guy. Just really getting pummeled. He bolts him out of spite, going down to 1 point of life. Here's his hand. Wrath of God, Balance, Disenchant, Mace of Ith, and a City of Brass. And those Wrath of God has been taken in from the sideboard. Now he needs to discard some lands as well. Actually a bunch of lands. Yep, there they go. So both are without a hand. There's the Abyss. The books are gone. But 3 maces. So deck is down to 1 point of life here. I can't get closer to curtain call than this. What's this? Braingeyser. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So armed to the teeth again. Deck hanging on for dear life here. Trollbox 21 points of life. And the deck can't even use its City of Brass anymore, so he just sacrificed them. Okay, third, or is that the 4th book coming out? Another attempt by the deck to get his draw engine going. He needs that to get counter magic to protect himself from all the burn spells out of Trollbox. And Trollbox might have Red Blasts in. I wouldn't put it past him to have taken those in to kind of insist on a burn spell. So, and the deck likely has Blue Blast, right? So they might be gearing up for a counter war, but the deck has the advantage of that book. Another factory, 2 factories down on the deck. What's this? Recall. Okay, getting rid of a factory. Now what will he take in? Taking in the Mind Twist. Okay. And a Time Walk. It looks like a Time Walk. Yep. Or something. No, here's what happened. He changed it to just a recall for 1. Took the Mind Twist up and discarded his Volcanic Island. Ooh, there goes the book. Divine Offering from Trollbox here. 6 points of life, 4 points of life back to him. Being to 25 points of life here. So the deck can get a 3rd factory down in the next turn. There's a troll though. And and a Guardian Beast. He needs to empty his hand because he knows there's a Mind Twist coming for him in just a second here. As the Chaos Orb. Okay. Counterspell. The deck just waited because that's the only thing that matters here. 3rd factory coming down as said. And one of the creatures goes screaming down into the void of that abyss. The Guardian Beast keeps back because it's a good blocker and it keeps all the artifacts safe for now. What's this? Another recall. Hot damn. What? Now gets rid of the Mind Twist and the Underground Sea. So he took the Mind Twist in just to make the other guy play his creatures so they could get munched by that abyss. Now I can get back an Ancest's Recall and a counterspell likely. Or a book. And a counterspell. It changes it a bit again. Yeah, these tournaments are quite casual. The Braingeyser, obviously. Yeah. He has so much mana. So he had a Braingeyser down there, and now taking a counterspell to block any burn spells. Again, it might look very secure for the deck, but he needs a lot of counter magic here to block any burn spells the other guy gets out. 4th factory coming down here. Deck still at 1 point of life. Okay, now what does he do? Does he attack? Okay, as a factory blocking And okay, what? Okay, so he maced the blocker and pumped one of the others, I think. Why didn't he just pump itself to get rid of Ism's factory? I don't know. Okay, attacking with 4 factories again. No. Now he brain geyses. Just a quick punch in with those factories in the turn after. He rearms himself again with brain geyser. He's a gazillion cards ahead at this point, and this card advantage in all his stuff. That Abyss and the Maces of Ith working in conjunction here to protect him. So he needs to discard a bunch of cards here, because he has so many cards in hand. Will the deck run away with it here? I mean, he's almost in complete control at 1 point of life. It doesn't get much. It doesn't get any closer than this, actually. It's those recalls, man, that's so good in the deck. Being unrestricted. Okay, so it looks like he attacks again. There's a factory to block. A factory gets bolted. So 2, 4, yeah, that's 8 points of damage. That is a huge punch-ins each turn. It's like a force of nature. The card actually getting in each turn. Here they come again. 8 points of damage. Block by the factory. Mace and then pump. Okay. Oh, so he maces one of the other attackers and then uses that to pump whatever Espen blocked. So he should take 4 points of damage, as far as I can tell. Another factory. Just top 6 blockers is the best blockers he can get. Oh, but there's a bolt at him. That's actually a killing move after the attack. Oh, but there's a bolt right back, killing the deck here. Yeah, that's the mana drain. Oh, but a red blast, red blasting the mana drain. But there's a counter spell on the red blast. Just a counter war, and the punch gets in. Bolt and 3 factories gets in. That's 9 points of damage. Trollbox has 7. It's 1-1. The deck took it, being down to 1 point of life for so long. That's incredible. But yeah, he ran away with it. Man, the deck. So round 3 here, quite the nail biter. Trollbox on the play. Let's see if these guys keeps their hand. And this nail biter of a final, how it will end. Okay, the deck actually mulligans here, going down to 6 cards, and Trollbox keeps. So advantage Trollbox in this 3rd round, but it just goes to show that you really need the deck can just really take it home, even being down to 1 point of life here. But we also saw how good Burn is against the deck, and how much I sometimes miss it with Composition A. You can just close the gap there, getting supported by a Red Blast. Anyway, deck going down to 6 points of life. Trollbox on the move. City of Brass, Underground Sea. There's a Sol Ring, Felvar Stone, and another City of Brass. A lot of fast mana out of Trollbox here. City of Brass again. I can do disenchanting the Sol Ring. Yep. The more I watch him, seems to like this to kind of delay other people. Yeah, it paid off here. It would have been 2 more cards drawn by that Brain Geyser. But he's buying time. Ooh, there's a Circle Protection red though. But we know Trollbox, he actually has a couple of disenchants in that deck, and he definitely hasn't sideboarded them out against the deck. He should probably try to disenchant that if he can, that circle. Oh, there is a Guardian Beast. He also has Chaos Orb, Guardian Beast combinations, obviously, and also a disc, so he can remove that circle. I see. Attacking with the Beast. 2/4 Beast comes lumbering over, hitting the deck for 2 points of damage here, putting him down to 16 points of life. There's a disenchant. Oh yeah, he can work I can do that because the Guardian Beast is tapped, so it can't protect the artifacts. That was a pretty expensive punch-in. Perhaps not the best. But hindsight is always 20/20. Mace of Ith coming down from the deck here. We do have a factory, and 2 disenchants has been used, but there's a defending factory there. Still does it though. Okay, there's a blocking factory. Disenchanting the factory. Okay, choosing to ignore the circular protection. Okay, he lets the Guardian Beast in because now it's tapped. Now I can't protect the artifacts. If he had maced the Guardian Beast, it would still function. Okay, 2 Maces of Ith. The defense is in place. Another factory out of the deck here. A Felva Stone and a Wrath of God. Has a pretty unique take as well. Using Wrath of God in the deck instead of the Abyss. Disc coming down while the deck is tapped out. The more I look at this, the more I think Armageddons would be great. Perhaps we'll see a resurgence of Armageddon in this meta, or Bantamgeddon. All those Maces of Ith. That's the beauty of old school. Whenever it's solved, the meta just changes. It's an eternal game. Okay, we're back to draw go here. Ancestor Recall. Trying his luck. There's a counterspell though. Oh, but looks like a red blast on the counterspell. So Ancestor Recall gets in. Trollbox gets what he wants here. What's this? Plays a troll. And disenchants. Oh, there's a disenchant. Yeah, just waited for the other guy to use his counterspell. Well played. Now moving in. Picking the deck apart here. Destroying his board state. Still 2 Maces of Ith though. It doesn't have to use a disc. Disenchant on the disc. Ah, okay. Now I can't activate the disc and regenerate his troll. That's pretty damn cool for the deck. Now Time Walking. Another turn as a book. And yeah, Trollbox has lost his disc and used 2 disenchants here. Likely won't have an answer for a while. Now bolting the deck here, putting him down to 8. Bolting him again, putting him down to 6. Oh, it was 9 before. 6 points of life now. As we saw before, it ain't over until it's over. That deck can just hang on for so long. Felva Stone. Mind twisting the deck's hand as a bolt in response and losing a couple of lanes, not much. Now drawing with the book at the other guy's end step. So he needs to get rid of that book before. Oh, another bolt though. Oh man. The deck wants to see how many bolts have been used. 3 bolts. Ooh, going down to 3 points of life here. Living life dangerously. It remains to be seen if it could be countered though. We don't know if the deck is only bluffing. The 3rd Mace of Ith and a Sol Ring. Okay. There's parity again. 3 maces, 3 creatures. There is a defending factory also. Actually 2 defending factories now. Very hard to win the creature war for Trollbox here. Using mainly his burn. Is that a fireball? Yeah, fireballing the deck straight out. That's the counterspell. That's the red blast. And the deck draws. Eddie Topstick, a blue blast. That is, we were just howling in the room when we watched this. Top decking the blue blast to red blast, then you can counter the fireball. Just incredible. Okay, what? Okay, so he plays the balance here just to get rid of the deck's hand. He will lose his own. Okay, get rid of a disenchant. He will lose his own troll, but I suppose he didn't really want it because there was so many mazes against him. That was a very, very crucial punch in by Trollbox here, and such a lucky draw for the deck. So we're back to draw go, but the deck has the book going. We can't have that for too long. Or if we're the deck, we want that for as long as possible. He needs the counter magic to protect himself from any more burn spells. There is okay, he wants to see how many Blue Blast and counter spells has been used by the deck here. Demonic Tutor here. Is there a counter spell? As an Ancestral Recall at least. Will the deck draw an answer here? I think he might have. Yeah, countering it here. But remember, Trollbox has access to recalls as well. And he still has a bolt in that library. Now this is the Demonic Tutor out of the deck. He could tutor for a recall of his own to get a bunch of counter magic right back. That usually secures his position. I think he did. I think he took a recall. But he can't tap out. Wait, didn't he? He took a recall, right? Oh, he put down 2 Moxen here. What did he? Yeah, that's a recall. So recalls for two cards. And keeping a bunch of mana on tap. That's the 4th Mace of Ith getting sacrificed into the graveyard here. But there are... I suppose it's a bit tricky. Because you don't want to get overrun. But he does have a couple of blocking factories as well. Wonder what he takes. The more I watch the deck like this, the more I think those recalls are the key card for this to really just put the nail in. It really strengthened the deck once a recall got unrestricted. Just having 2 there really helps. He's looking for Fireball, perhaps. No, he's taking the Sacred Protection Red. That's a defensive play. Not much like him. What would you do? Can't even remember what's in the graveyard, and of course we don't know what's in his hand. He should probably take counter magic. Okay, so he takes 2 counter spells instead. Okay, it doesn't take the Sacred Protection Red. He could have done so though, but this also blocks Sonic Blasts. Library coming down. Could be good to know if he has 7 cards in hand. He might have soon another card with that book. Oh yeah, of course he lost a card from that recall. But he will draw into library range pretty soon. We need something out of Trollbox. The window might have closed here. Such a, pivotal point when he top decked that Blue Blast, blocking the Fireball for lethal. That's the Chaos Orb. I think we're watching the deck on 3 life just close clenching around Trollbox here. Drawing again. Once he gets into library range, he can just draw 2 cards a turn. Doesn't even bother to. Tundra, Lotus, Felverstone, go. Oh, he draws at the end step of the other guy. He is within library range. So he did bother to. Makes sense. Bolting the other guy. That's exploding on the board here. Big spell, this one. He can't make up his mind. Okay, it's another recall. so broken. I'm getting annoyed that they unrestricted it. I mean, it was unrestricted to help combo, to help Twiddlevault, I think. But yeah, now it's another recall here. Recalling the bad cards from his hand, and now it's as a fireball that's like, oh my god, yeah, okay, so it takes the burn-in. What an incredible shift of gears here. Really well played. It didn't even bother to take even more counter spells. Doesn't matter. That's a time walk. This is beautiful. The machine just flows, and the gears have been shifted. Bang, bolt coming in. Bang, another bolt and a fireball, and then the Factories comes in. 4 counter spells and a Mandarin in hand. Yeah, the deck takes it 2-1. Incredible match, this one. It was, I mean, I've speeded it up quite a bit. It took such a long time. It wasn't timed. And such a close call so many times. I think, personally, this is one of the best finals I've ever spectated on. It was simply incredible. So the deck takes it. That isn't so rare that they win a tournament, but at least it is a very, very original version of the deck, and the choices are quite, what do you call it, idiosyncratic, unique for this version of it. So Long Island Cup 3.0 was won by the deck. At least I can have some consolation in that the guy that kicked me out of the tournament was the guy to win it. And it was the only type of deck that I lost to. But it is pretty damn brutal. So it's back to the drawing board. I mean, it was a great event and it was great fun. And as always, some evaluation to do afterwards. And I have made some modifications to Composition A after this tournament. But I've also looked into other brews. I'm quite tempted to make a deck that's just focused on killing the deck and then just trying to survive all the other matchups. That could also be perhaps a fun little thing to play with. But that's neither here nor there. Thank you for watching this very long, very, very, I think, very epic finale of this very happy and awesome event that we were on. Next up, I don't know what's going on and what's going to come, because there's a bit of a lockdown, but we will get more games in, that's for sure. I think we have a showdown between Electric Eels and Long Island Crew in the books. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll also have some kitchen table games and some more spicy brews coming up. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in whatever comes next. And Happy New Year, by the way.